is the most dominant defense in Madden 24, and Henry just ran this defense to become the first Madden millionaire. I'm going to break down the secrets to his defense, show his setups, show his adjustments, so you guys can win more games, starting now. Back here from sportsgamers.com, and in today's Madden 24 video, I'm going to break down the defense Henry used to become the first Madden millionaire, win the $1 million, and beating Wesley in the finals of this Madden Ultimate Bowl. Now, Wesley's one of, if not the best offensive players this year, and we all know, I've broken it down a lot this year, that all the pros are pretty much running this dollar free safety zone blitz. We know that. I've gone over the basics of this defense, but in this video, I literally want to go over the drives in this game that Henry was on defense and just break down all his adjustments he was doing, because these pro players, a lot of people think that they just run the same play over and over again. It's not true. You know, they might run technically the same play or same formation, but they're making a lot of adjustments, and I want to show you guys exactly what I mean by that in this video. So we're in a situation right here. It's 7-7. It's right before half. Wesley is going to get the ball after half. So this Henry just threw a pick. He's kind of in a bad spot here because Wesley could potentially clock this half out and then get ball after half and be up 2 scores. So again, yes, Henry is running the free safety zone blitz at $1. You can find this in many playbooks such as the Chiefs, the Jets, multiple playbook, etc. But again, I really want to focus on the things that Henry is doing to make this defense better than the average. Now, what you're going to notice a lot in this game is number one, Henry is controlling the defensive end on the right of the screen a lot. The reason why he's doing this is you can put linebackers at defensive end that have the lurk artist ability, and then that allows you to send either 5 or 6 people and then pull off into coverage with the defensive end. And, you know, if somebody knows how to block the A-gap blitz from the free safety zone blitz, you'll still get pressure. So, like, the last 2 plays, you've seen he's blitzing the left of screen linebacker up the A-gap, but then he's also sending either both slot corners or the left slot corner. And what that does is if somebody's, slide protecting, double teaming linemen to try to pick up the A-gap, one of those corners will come free, but he still has an additional player into coverage. If he's blitzing 5, it's really like he's blitzing 4. If he's blitzing 6, it's really like he's blitzing 5 by controlling that defensive end. Again, you guys can see he does it here, and that was a really tight window. So what you're noticing right now is that free safety that Henry has isn't a hook zone. And what he's doing a lot of the time is it's a zone dropped hook zone. It's at about 15-20 yards, which then allows him to get in really good position to pick off and defend those crossing routes and posts. Now, right there, what Wesley tried to do is he tried to hit him with a C route on the sideline. And that's actually a deep third that Henry had Night Train Lane in, but because Wesley did not have any streak to clear out the deep third, Henry was able to click on and use or pick that. Now, that's a really, really hard play to make. That's honestly not too common to be able to do that, but because Henry has really good stick, he was able to click on, make a huge play, and he's now up 7 before half. That was a game-changing play, but the thing is, we still got, timeouts and about 30 seconds left, so this is, another situation where Wesley really could easily get 3 right here, so Henry's going to have to lock up really good. So now we got the bunch strong, and when you see the bunch strong, the double corner routes is really, really common. You can see here, that's exactly what he tried to go through. And again, you can see that Henry, he's on that defensive end trying to get over there. Most of the time you're seeing the coverage is essentially going to be that it's going to be a cover 3 look with the safety on the right of the screen in the middle third, the 2 outside corners and deep zones, but then he has that zone dropped, hook zone by the free safety. Now this time, you guys can see he changed his coverage up. So what he did this play to try to take away the double corners is he actually had the safety on the left of the screen play in the middle, and then he dropped the safety on the right of the screen, into the zone to defend the sideline because the right of the screen safety is backed up. What a lot of players will do that are running this defense is they'll zone drop their hook zones and their curl flat zones so they can try to take away those sidelines a little bit better. And as you can see there, he did just that. That could have been another pick. What he did there is he took away the short corner with his user and then allowed the deep zone to play the deeper corner. Wesley still tried to chuck it. He ends up having to punt the ball here, or else Henry could have potentially got another stop right before half. All right, guys, so we're coming out side of half right now. Wesley, like I said, he's down 7. He had a rough into the half. Henry was playing really good defense. And
do you want to become a better Madden player and win more games? If so, check out my premium Madden strategy website, sportsgamers.com. I have built sportsgamers.com to provide you with the best Madden tips, best Madden ebooks and schemes, all from the pros at the lowest price possible. I have helped thousands upon thousands of Madden players improve their games, and I can help you as well. Our VIP Madden membership is our best offer yet. This membership will include all of our Madden ebooks all year long and hundreds of weekly Madden Vault tip updates to keep you ahead of the game. Click the link in the description and use coupon code Duke for 10% off your order.
You know, everything Wesley was going to with the corner routes and everything was boxed. So we're going to see what happens after half right here. Now you're seeing that Henry is mixing up DB fire too. So one of the best ways to block this A-gap is to double team the DN. Well, if you double team the DN, a lot of times if you send DB fire, those slot corners will come free. And that's what you saw Henry do right there. You saw he was in cover 2 shell and he was using the right of screen linebacker, the sub linebacker. Now he's back to sending the 6 out of the A-gap. And again, when he's sending 6 out of the A-gap, it's mostly going to be safety in a zone dropped hook and then a cover 3. There will be some different adjustments here and there, but that is kind of the base. And, you know, the reason why he's mixing in the DB fire too with this A-gap, like I said, is the way you block the A-gap will let the DB fire come free, and the way you block the DB fire will let the A-gap come free. Now, that was an extremely interesting defense right there. You can see he only had 2 deep zones, so his responsibility was the deep middle. So, like, right there, you saw his safeties were flying down. It looked like they could have been in spies, they could have been in 5-yard hooks, but they were coming down to play over the middle really hard, getting into a third and short situation. You know, Henry got really aggressive right there. He could, if he had a bad user right there, he could have easily given up the seam for a touchdown. So, second down right there, you can see he went back to DB fire. Again, DB fire, he's going to pinch the defensive line and press his coverage, so this still looks like the A-gap blitz. But when you send the DB fire, look, again, he did it on 3rd and 4. You're going to have a difficult time blocking it. If you're Henry and you see that Wesley can pick up the A-gap, like I said, you can go to DB fire and get some good pressure. Now, that was just, a nice dot right down the seam. But you can see that Henry is mixing up his defense very well, sending outside corners, sometimes sending the A-gap. Sometimes he's only rushing 3 and playing coverage. And, Wesley really does not know what to do. He's getting, a cover 3 look, a cover 2 look, sometimes a cover 3 cloud look. Sometimes there's 3 rushing, sometimes there's 4, sometimes there's 5, sometimes there's 6. So that's really one of the biggest keys is a lot of Madden players, they just run the same blitz or the same coverage or the same adjustments every single play. And against a good offensive player, once they figure out what you're doing, if you just keep doing the same thing over and over again, it really doesn't matter how good your defense is. They're going to figure out a way to beat it. But because Henry is mixing up his adjustments so well, he's basically been a step ahead of Wesley the majority of this game, which is making it so that Wesley, he's not being able to get comfortable against anything because he never honestly knows what Henry is going to do to him. So we get down right here, and that's a big stop to hold Wesley 2-3. He switched up to the 4-3 even, and he was able to get a stop. So skipping a little bit further ahead into the game, I want to show the last big drive of the game. This is the game is on the line right here. We had a few back and forth scores. Henry was able to get the lead. And now, we're in a situation where Wesley is down 4 with 3-4 minutes left in the game. He's trying to slow the ball game down, run a little bit. So he does not want Henry to get the ball back. And honestly, this is a scary position to be in on defense this year. No matter how good your defense is, you want the ball in your hands to win the game. Now, right there you can see, again, Wesley keeps audibling to this bunch strong almost every play. It freezes your adjustments defensively. And, he can run the RPOs, the double corners. There's just crossing routes, stagger, wide trail. This formation has a lot. And right now on first down, seems like he's wanting to go RPO every time. Henry's recognizing this. You can see like one of the previous plays he played on the outside corner. Here he's playing on the safety. He's just not going to let Wesley run the ball and clock the game out right here. So knowing that your opponent's trying to clock, you're going to get a little bit more aggressive. Maybe you're going to manually control some safeties, some outside corners, and just take these RPOs away. Now, once again right here, this is a 2nd and 6 situation. Really good defense right there. and he was absolutely boxed. He had basically the return play with the drag, the post, and the return over the middle. Henry did a really good job to set up a 3rd and 7. Now, right here in 3rd and 7, you pretty much know the pass is coming. And this is your time to get aggressive, send the heat. So right here, he only sends 4. He's been sending 5 and 6 a lot this game. But once again, you guys can see he is a lurk artist as the right of screen D end, which lets him get essentially an extra guy in coverage. Now right there, he got hit with a crazy rollout. That was kind of his job as the user to kind of take that running back route over the middle away. But as soon as Wesley kind of rolled out, as the user, you think that you need to help, right, against the scramble. And Wesley kind of pulled back at the last second to hit that route over the top. That was just a really, really good play. But, first down, you just don't want to get clocked right here. That's why you saw him, get really aggressive with his defense right there, sending the pressure at him. So he couldn't just hand the ball off. That could have even been a run commit. Now, 2nd long, again, got a little bit aggressive, sent the heat. Wesley had to dump it down to the flats, and we're going to set up a 3rd and long situation. Now, you still do have all of your timeouts. You see Wesley's chewing clock. And you got to think right here the corners are coming. So, again, you see he has that one corner manned up with a deep zone over there. That played it perfectly. That was literally the perfect adjustment. Now, Wesley still threw it anyways, but because Henry had manned him up, I believe that was Eric Berry, he had the corner manned up, and he had a deep zone, and then he was just sitting underneath it to kind of watch that running back streak. Perfect defense, honestly. And 4th and 10 for the game. Nitrain Lane is in a flat. He sent some to slot corners. He didn't send the A-gap that time. And he gets a pick that's essentially going to wrap up the game. That was the play of the game right there that made Henry the first Madden millionaire. Hope you enjoyed this breakdown. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. Until next time, it's your boy Duke, and I'm out of here.